What's up, guys? Haven't posted in a long time. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to keep consistent because I feel like I'm lacking discipline in like all areas of my life. And, you know, because I feel like normally I would say, yeah, I don't have time, but I know I have time. It's just, yeah, because I just don't have discipline in any area of my life. It's not because I'm busy with school. It's not because I'm busy with, this or that. It's because I just generally lack discipline in everything. So I don't have time for anything, right? And, yeah, so, I'm just lazy and then I don't, do work for university, and then I feel like, okay, like, if I haven't done my homework, should I really be working out? Should I really be filming these videos? But yeah, so this is from last Friday, I think. It took me a while to do this voiceover because, again, I wasn't disciplined, but I had edited it, like, I think the day of or day after. So yeah, this is like a little bit new. I try to cut out all the stuff where, I'm not really doing anything. A part of me thinks that it's also part of the workout. So for example, like, the way you wrap the strap around your hand, or the way you set up to grip the handle, that's actually really important, I think. Because imagine, like, if I were watching, like, professional arm wrestlers workout, like, now I feel like I have a little more knowledge where I can, like, still figure out what they're doing. But especially when I was, like, just starting to watch YouTube videos, I'm like, how do they wrap that? Like, how do they grip it? Like, I think those are almost the most important ones, like, for me to learn, to get started with these. So part of me thinks, like, maybe I should keep these a little bit longer, because, I mean, what's the point of just seeing me do the reps? But anyways, I kind of cut out a lot of stuff, except for, like, me actually doing reps. Also putting the weight on the screen, which, yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad, because one, people can see how weak I am, and two, like, I don't know, maybe it's not that important. But I mean, the squat everyday guy does it, so maybe it is pretty important. But it is a bit like maybe extra 10 minutes of editing. So yeah, let me know if it's worth it. I mean, I guess it's not. It's like a bare minimum. But yeah, so this this workout, I was sort of off training for a bit. So when I'm like that, I just pack all my handles and go to the gym and just do like a arm wrestling like circuit where I just do everything that I know how to do, because it's kind of fun, right? And I don't know, like, because you're fresh anyway, so why not just do everything? So I didn't really do any like more compound movements. I think I just pretty much only trained my forearm. But I think I also pulled. I'm trying to remember, because I felt that I was a little sore, but maybe I wasn't. I'm not sure. Maybe I was sore from pulling the weekend, but I mean, I shouldn't be, because there was probably like 5 days in between. But anyways, so yeah, just mostly just doing forearm arm wrestling stuff. So you see my rolling handle, and then you'll see my eccentric handle, the strap. So yeah, I'm working my fingers, cupping, pronation, rising, and there's some small changes, I think, from like the beginning. So when I used to wrap the strap for the rising exercise, I used to wrap it over the top of my knuckles, where like if you make a fist and put it straight up out, it would go like over the top. But now it's on the back of my hand a little bit, still like by the knuckles, but on the back of my hand. And when I did it the way, like the first way, it would push down on my index finger, right? Because you can think all the weight is pushing down on your index finger, and that sometimes made it a little uncomfortable, but it is technically like slightly more isolated in terms of like wrist rise, but also I think Devin does them where the wrap goes slightly on the back of your hand, and it, like, see right now, and this actually felt really good. So I think I'm just gonna be going this way from now on, because there's no reason to go the other way, or the way I used to. And the way I do the reps, I think I used to try to add a little more range of motion, but I think for now the thing that feels best is to just hold it locked. And I do try to create like reps so that I'm not just holding it, so when I'm pulling it back, right, like I'm like accelerating it, it like makes it heavier, right, so it's like pulsing reps, which like feel like is better than just holding it. But now that I'm talking about it, I don't really know why or how, it just feels better. But yeah, that's just kind of what I'm going for. But yeah, so with the pronation, I'm trying hard not to just like curl the weight up, because with it, I feel like there's a way to do it where I use my elbow flexors a lot more, and I can move the strap like towards me, but I also really want to isolate the twisting motion with my forearm, so I'll almost stop like pulling it towards me and just try to like pronate it straight, like with my arm a little more open, if that makes sense. Or just like, yeah, those are some of the thoughts I'm having when I'm doing these. But I don't know if it's better to just like fully get tight, in the sense of like you curl it towards you while you're pronating, instead of just pronating a little more open. But yeah, so I'm going up by 10 pounds, so I'll do like a circuit of everything at each weight, and then try to figure out like where I'm at in terms of each exercise. So it's kind of like a clueless way of training, because I don't really know where I'm at, and also just like don't have any really structure programming. Although I do try to like adjust once I figure out where I'm at. I'll try to do some more structured sets and reps. So once I couldn't really do pronation actively past 40 pounds, I'm trying to see how much I could do statically like this. So I just fail at 60. My arm is just opening up right away, and also my pronation too a little bit. So yeah, I think I managed to hold 60 the last time I did this, so a little bit regress, but that's okay. So yeah, 50 is like okay weight, but still really hard for me to hold statically, which is kind of crazy, because I know like I know Alexander was doing like pretty much that with 110 pounds or something like that. So I mean, I don't know, maybe I can aim for at least like 60% of that, so we'll see. So here I started off like, again, like more active cupping with a little bit of cheating, where I drag it, row it, and kind of cup it with the momentum. But I also remembered Miguel doing telling me that he does like deadlift reps, kind of where you don't actually cup like down, you just kind of hold your wrist straight and see how much weight you can get off. So that's what I tried to do, and see how much I could push it. And 90, I was around like 90, and it felt actually okay on my hand. It was almost harder to row it than to keep my hand wrist straight, but I definitely felt it in my wrist, and it was actually maybe even a little more, felt like how it is when you're pulling. So I might keep trying to do that, see how much I can get. But I also like the way it feels when I do like wrist curls with it, because it just feels so healthy, and no pain, no clicking, and I can move like decent weight, so I really like it. I've stopped doing wrist curls with the dumbbells, and which maybe I should do again, but those I always had like, or at least I didn't at the beginning, but now I get like good clicking and stuff, which I need to really get over, because whenever I do something and there's even the slightest like discomfort or pain, I'm like, oh, something is wrong, I shouldn't do this. And I think maybe like I just need to keep doing it and like it'll go away, you know what I mean? So because I know I used to be able to like do more like tougher workouts, but now I'm just like, yeah, but it hurts, like, and there's clicking, and but I just feel like I just need to push through it, and my body will actually adapt. So I was like, after this, like in the weekend, I went to the gym and did like some like shoulder press on the machine. So it was like a bodybuilding machine, and it was like the second lightest weight, right? But then my shoulder was like clicking and it was hurting. I'm like, oh no, should I do this? And I just kind of like pushed through it, and I feel like I just need to keep doing that until my body learns to get more resilient. But yeah, this is actually a super important exercise for me, because I just learned about it recently through Jaden on Instagram. He's actually been probably the most like supportive follower, and also like the only person that I like didn't already know that watches my channel. So it's pretty cool, and the exercise is actually really nice, because this is like sort of what I've been looking for in terms of that pressure from neutral to like positive, like maybe 10-15 degrees of pronation, which I just felt that I didn't have, and I feel it's the most important thing, like right off the go, not getting supinated, and it feels amazing. Like it really feels just like pulling, and it feels like it targets your pronation right from the neutral position, which like I feel like most reps you kind of have to supinate almost fully, and then that's like the most tension, and the more you pronate, the less the load is, right? And with this you can do active reps too, but the way it just tries to turn you over when you're in a completely straight position is amazing. And the way you wrap it is you use the arm handle. You put a strap around it, basically tighten the strap to the back of your hand so you're tied to the arm handle, and then you make a loop with the judo belt, put your hand through, and then you slide the judo belt through the like slot again on the handle and have it go over around the back of your hand. So like, I don't know if that makes sense, but if anyone's actually curious, I can like make something that explains it better. But yeah, I don't know if that really made sense that much, but trying to get back into posting videos. So yeah, that was it for today. Maybe next video I'll talk about East versus West and some of my thoughts. So thanks for watching.